Hi everyone, welcome to today's yoga class. So today's class will be partly on the chair, partly standing, and at the very end a little bit on the mat as well. So you can set yourself up in your own space. All you need is a chair. Don't worry if the chair doesn't have sides. Just make sure that you can reach the floor with your feet. If you can't reach the floor with your feet, you could always take a couple of books and just elevate them slightly. I've got a yoga strap here. You don't need to have a yoga strap. You can just use a piece of rope, a pair of leggings, tea towel, anything that can just help create a little bit of length. You can see I've got 2 blocks at the bottom here as well. Again, you don't need 2 blocks, but if you have a couple of books handy, it's quite nice sometimes just to have them next to the mat in case we need to elevate or change something. And then a yoga mat. Again, if you don't have a yoga mat, a towel, a blanket, something flat on the ground as well for later on. And if you do fancy having a cushion or a pillow or anything else handy, if you want to lie on your mat at the end, then you can do so as well. Right, so we're going to start. You can just place your strap down onto the mat to start with. We're going to start with some lymph work. So we're going to get straight up and we're just going to get everything moving. So we want to stimulate the lymphatic channels throughout our body. We want to get our bodies feeling nice and warm. We want to work out any buildup or acidic buildup or tension within the joints of the body. And that will prepare us for slightly deeper and slightly bigger stretches. All right, so we'll just start with our arms first. So when we do our lymph swings, we're just keeping things very loose and very light. So you can just move your chair out of the way. So we want to almost imagine there's no bones or no muscle or anything in the body. So just become really floppy. And then we're just going to take our arm and just swing it. So one of your arms, we're just swinging back and forth. So again, just imagine it's a bit of a dead weight. There's nothing in the arm. And we're just breathing. So nice, long, deep breaths in through the nose. Then maybe you're breathing out through the mouth to start with. Maybe you're breathing out through the nose, but just start to find a little bit of a rhythm. So instead of moving with the arm, we're just taking it slow with breath. Keep the knees slightly bent. Keep the opposite arm very relaxed. And if it feels good for your shoulder, you could occasionally do a couple of full rotations. But again, just keep it dead weight. So almost make sure that there's no effort whatsoever. Good, and then we start to move over to the other side. So you can just not thinking about it too much, stay with your breath and move on to the opposite arm. Good, and then we go into both arms, starting to swing opposite. So just creating a little bit of movement now into the torso, a little bit of a bounce within the knees. And if you want to challenge yourself, you could even try and go full rotation and test the brain a little bit. Wake up the brain. Otherwise, you're just going back and forth. Okay, and then start to slow it down. You're just going to shake everything out, bend forward, just shake it all out of the shoulders and the neck, just stay very, very loose. And then we move on to the legs. So with the legs, it's quite handy here to have a book or to have a block or something you can stand on, just so that we don't hurt our foot. So you don't have to use a block. We're going to use our chairs or a wall or a couch or anything you've got next to you just to help us with stability. So just make sure whatever you're using is on your side. And then we're going to take our block or book or just your opposite foot, and you're going to place the right foot on your block. The left foot is closest to the chair. You're going to step up. If you don't have a block, you're just going to step normally onto the ground. And then the opposite leg, so the leg that's in the middle, so we've got a good foundation here, is just going to swing back and forth like we did with our arms. So swinging from the hip. Try not to bend the knee too much. It does just give us that lift. And then the standing leg, we're bending slightly, so we don't want too much pressure on our knee joint. We just want to be able to stand on that leg comfortably. The opposite arm can just be on the hip or out to the side. And we're just carefully holding on to the wall or the chair next to us just to give us that stability. And then same breath, deep breaths in through the nose. And then starting to either breathe out through the mouth or through the nose. Keeping the breath long, keeping it consistent. Good, and then slowing it down, and we're just going to keep that leg in the air, so keep bending that standing leg. I know it's working quite hard. We're going to bring that left leg forward, and you're just going to start pointing and flexing. And then rolling the ankle, nice deep, wide roll, just 1 or 2 rolls, but really enjoy it, take it slow. And then bending the knee up and down, so just waking up our hip flexors, bending into the knee, just waking up the knee joints. Good, and then eventually placing that left foot all the way back down, and you're just going to shake out the standing leg. And then we swap, so you'll have to turn yourself around. You'll have to either turn yourself around or you can move the chair around. So again, holding onto the chair or holding onto your wall, whatever helps. Placing the right foot in the middle, left foot on your block, and you'll do exactly the same, step up, or if you're not on a block, you'll just step onto the ground. And then just start to swing, swinging from the hip. Breathing, keeping the back nice and straight, shoulders rolled back, no hunching, no crunching, and still bending that left knee, that standing leg. Good, taking 2 more breaths. And then starting to slow it down, and we'll do the same thing. So bringing the leg forward, just pointing and flexing. And then taking nice deep, wide rolls with the foot, changing direction after 2 rolls. And then bending the knee up and down. And releasing. And then we just shake out the standing leg. All right, and then you can just move your block out of the way or your book, and you're going to bring your chair back onto your mat or your blanket, and we're going to take a nice seat. We're not leaning back onto the chair, we're sitting right at the edge of the chair or in the middle of the chair so that we've got our legs in line, so knees almost in line with the hips, knees stacked over the ankles. You can grab hold of your strap or whatever you're using, and we'll start to open up the upper body a little bit. So just sitting tall through the spine without arching the back. Tuck the belly button back in towards the spine slightly. And then take a nice tight grip with your strap. And we're going to breathe all the way in, come up, and then pause with the breath in your body. And just take the arms back just a little bit. And then exhale as you come all the way back down. And again. Move to the sound of your own breath. Just uniting the breath and the movement as one. Let's take one more. And exhale all the way back down. Good, we're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Now we're moving over to the left. Just remember, I'm not mirroring you, so I'm actually facing you. So listen to my cues. We're moving over to your left. So we're going all the way over with straight arms. Pull onto your strap Then I want you to try and look underneath that right armpit. So look up. So you get that lovely stretch down the right side of the body. And then come all the way back to the center. And then we go all the way over to the right. And the same thing, we kind of move it behind our head slightly. Look underneath the left armpit. Look up. And come back to the center. Let's do one more on each side over to the left. So pull on your strap. Pull it over to the side. Look up. And then come all the way back over to the right. And again, just look up. And come back towards the center. Good. All right, we're going to stand up. So now we're going to use our block and our straps. And we're going to start working on the core a little bit here, but also from feet upwards. So working the whole body. So we'll take our block, we'll place it in between the inner upper thighs, and this is a wonderful way to switch on our core. So when we squeeze the block, if you check your feet are in line with a slight gap in between the feet, make sure everything feels consistent. We're going to squeeze the block, it starts to switch on our legs, it switches on the abdominals, and it rolls our shoulders back so we have good posture. You can move your chair out to the side, and you can use your chair if you need it a little bit handy to have it nearby for balance. So if you do feel like you're feeling wobbly, then at least you know your chair is there. You can either lean against it slightly, or you could release one hand and use it. All right, so we come into Gomukhasana arms. We're going to open up our chest here as well. So don't worry about the block yet. Just keep it in between your inner upper thighs for now. Take your strap in your left palm, relax the shoulders, stand tall, and then we start to press the left palm up towards the ceiling. And then drop the strap behind your back. So lift that left elbow, internally rotate the right shoulder, and then take hold of the strap behind your back. So you're going to start to take a nice tight grip here. As you do that, you'll feel that you might arch your back slightly. So first of all, check your feet, make sure they're in line. Squeeze your block, tuck your belly button back towards the spine. The tailbone is going to kind of roll down a little bit towards the mat, as if someone's drawing it down. You're looking straight ahead, so we're not tucking chin in, we're not leaning to the sides, we're pulling our strap, we're not hunched over, we're opening up the elbows, looking straight forward. And then we start to rise, so breathing in, we're going to pull on the strap, squeeze the block, and rise up onto the ball of the foot, and then come down. And again, breathing in, rise. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Good. Breathing in, rise up onto the toes. Pull on your strap, squeeze your block, exhale. And again, breathing in, rise up. Exhale. And let's keep going. Squeeze your block, pull on your strap, rise up. Exhale. 3 more. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Last one. Let's try and hold it. Pull on your strap, squeeze your block, lift up slowly. Find one point of contact, hold. And slowly come down. Good. We're going to stay here. I want you to look down towards your feet. Take heels in, toes out. Squeeze your blocks. And now moving up the legs slightly. Tuck belly button in and back. A little bit of harder work here. And then again, rolling up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, roll down. We'll just do 5 and then we'll hold. So that's 1. Breathing in, lift up. Come down. Breathing in. Squeeze your block. Exhale. 2 more. Breathing in. Exhale. Last one. Let's hold. Lift. Squeeze your block. Pull on your strap. Lengthen through the body. And exhale. Release. Good. And then just release that left arm. Unravel the right. Take the right arm up. Pull on your strap. Take it back just a little bit so that you stretch into the chest. Squeeze your block a little. And then exhale. Come all the way down. Good. And then just roll the shoulders back and down. Shake it out. You can turn the feet to face forward again. You can keep the block where it is, but just relax yourself for a moment. And then we move over to the other side. So we'll do exactly the same on the other side. Right palm takes the strap. You're going to look straight forward. Reach all the way up with the right palm and then drop the strap behind your back, lifting that right elbow. And then tucking that belly button in and back as you take the left hand to your strap behind your back. So it looks a little bit like this. You can pull on your strap. You might find one side is easier than the other, which is normally the case. And then look down towards your feet. So you've got toes in line, the toes are spread, so you've got a good foundation. Slight micro bend in the knees, squeeze your block, tuck belly button in and back. Tailbone is moving down towards the block or the ground. And then looking forward. Good, and then we start to rise. Breathing in, rise up. Exhale down. Breathing in, squeeze your block, pull on your strap. Exhale. And again. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Good. Keep going. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Good. 3 more. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Last one. Let's hold. Roll up onto the balls of the feet. Squeeze your block. Pull on your strap. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And release. Good. Keep everything activated. Heels in, toes out. Squeeze your block firm around your thighs. Look forward, tuck belly button back. Same thing, this time just 5. Roll up. Exhale, roll down. And again, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Breathing in. Exhale, 2 more. Breathing in. Exhale, last one. Rise up. Hold, squeeze your block, pull on your strap. And roll down. Good. Right arm can come up. We'll take left arm up, pull on your strap. Take a nice tight grip, take it back just a little into the chest. And then exhale as you come down. Good. All right, we'll come back to our block in a moment for our balance. But for now, just release it. We're coming into full lymph swings. So you can just place everything on the side. So now we're moving from feet all the way up through the body, full body flush. So it's quite invigorating. It's a lovely way to increase our energy. So if you're ever feeling a little bit low on energy, you can just do a few of these, and it really does just completely wake up the body. All right, so we're going to start without the feet in the beginning. Let me just show you. So you're going to rise with the arms up, but keep them floppy like we had them earlier. As you come down, you're going to bend the knees and swing the arms back. That's the basic version. So it looks like this. If you want to add the feet, as you come up, you're going to rise up onto the balls of the feet like we've been doing with straight legs. As you come down, you're going to bend the knees and try and rock back onto the heels. So it looks like this. And let's go. Whatever variation you're taking, you can start now. And then start to find your breath. So the breath in on the way up and swoosh the breath out. 10 more. Last one. And relax, shake it all out. Go grab a little bit of water if you need some. And we'll just take a moment breath before we start moving on. So you can just take your chair and come and take a seat. Again, sitting in the middle of the chair or on the edge of the chair with a lovely straight spine, shoulders rolled back, chin slightly tucked down and back. And then closing the eyes, hands can just be on the knees or the thighs. And you're just going to find your breath. So your heart might be beating quite fast. You might feel quite warm. So we're going to slowly control that breath. We're going to bring the heart rate back down through breath. So Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, placing your tongue at the top of the mouth. Good, let's take one more breath in. Sigh the breath out. Take a full breath into the body. Hold it when you get to the top. And then exhale just for 1, 2 counts, pause and hold. Exhale for another 1, 2, pause and hold. Release everything out. And again, full deep breath in. Pause when you get to the top, hold it in the body. And then exhale for 1, 2, pause. Another, 1, 2, pause. And then release it all out. One more time, full deep breath in. Pause when you get to the top. Exhale for 1, 2, pause. Another, 1, 2, pause. And then release everything out. Good, take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And then when you feel ready, come back to normal breath, open up your eyes, and let's move on. All right, so you're going to... Okay, so we're going to use our chairs. You can just place it out to the side for now. So if you feel it's too much with the arms, you're welcome to use your chair to help with a little bit of balance. So just keep it handy, or the wall, or the couch, whatever works for you. Now we're doing it without the block, so we're just using that kind of brain connection now to the block to still squeeze the inner thighs together. Imagine the block is there. Tailbone moves down towards the ground, belly button tucks in and back. The left arm then sweeps up towards the ceiling with your strap. We do the same thing by just dropping it behind, internally rotating the right shoulder, taking hold of your strap, and then pulling on the strap, squeezing that imaginary block and looking forward. This time we find a little bit of balance. So it's quite nice to look down towards the floor. It just gives you a little bit more grounding, or straight ahead of you in front of the wall. We take our left knee and we're going to lift it all the way up. So we've got those hip flexors working like we did when we were standing. We're pulling on our strap. We're micro bending that right knee for support. We're flexing our left foot. So flexing means when it sort of the toes are in line with the heels, and it's almost like we're stepping into something. Good. And then we can come all the way back down. We're going to do the opposite leg. So the right leg will come all the way up. Right leg lifts, flex into your right foot, and come all the way back down. And then we kick the left leg back. So you're going to slowly bend forward, pull onto your strap, keep that alignment, and come down as far as you feel comfortable. So we're going to squeeze the left bottom as we lift, keep the foot flexed to help us with balance, keep pulling on your strap, and just come into this kind of forward folding balance. So we call this like a warrior 3 variation, micro bending that standing leg. And then when you feel ready, slowly coming all the way back. Good, and we'll do the same on the other side. So pulling on your strap, we're going to slowly bend the left knee, right leg comes back, squeeze into the right bottom, lift, 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 and slowly come back. Good. And then release left arm up, take right arm up, take hold of your strap, pull it, maybe take the arms back a little, and then bring them all the way back down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a full breath in. Sigh the breath out. Good. And then we move on to the other side. We'll do exactly the same. So right hand this time pushes up towards the ceiling. Drop it behind your back. Internally rotate the left shoulder and take hold of your strap. You're going to pull on the strap and then find a little bit of kind of stability here. Find your balance as you slowly lift that right leg. Micro bend the left knee, flex the right foot, and lift that right knee so it's almost in line with the hip, if not slightly higher. Pulling on the strap. Good. And then slowly release. Place it down, place all the weight onto that right foot as we slowly lift the left knee. Flexing into the foot. Keeping your gaze, staying with your breath, don't hold the breath, and then come down. Good. And then we take our warrior 3 variation. So again, belly button tucks in, right leg comes back this time. So bend that left knee a little bit and slowly come down, squeeze the right bottom, pull onto your strap. Good, and try and lift that leg as high as you can. Tuck belly button in. Don't worry about little wobbles and fallovers. Just making sure you are safe. And you've got somewhere to fall if you need to fall. Good, and slowly come back. Right foot flat, look forward first, and then left leg comes back. Bending that right knee. Pulling on your strap, keeping the focus, squeezing the left bottom slightly. And release, come back. Good. Right arm comes up, left arm comes forward and up. Take hold of your strap, a little bit of a stretch, and then bring the arms all the way down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Good. Take a full breath in. Sigh the breath out. And you can place your strap on the ground. All right, so we've got one more, and then we'll start to come down. This time we're going to use our chair or couch. So you're just going to place it in front of you, and we're just going to twist now, just to work out a little bit of that core, work out the lower back. All right, so we'll start with hands on hips. Left foot steps into the middle of your chair. We're going to bend that knee forward so that the knee is over the ankle. And then we're just going to sweep the right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand behind your back, so you'll just hold it onto the hip or the back, and start twisting your torso over your left shoulder. Maybe take the neck a little further over the left. And then take your eye gaze as far left as you can, trying to find a bit of balance. Good. Coming all the way back towards the center. You can take the palms together, shoulders roll back, thumbs into the sternum. We're going to do the same thing. Bend forward, twist over to your left, hook the right elbow over the left knee, press the palms together, push the palms into each other, and start looking over that left shoulder. Keep breathing. Relax the tummy. And come back towards the center. You can hold on to your chair and start sliding that left foot forward. Place the heel down, toes come up, so flexed again, hands can come to the base of the chair, and we're just folding over that front leg. So just lovely deep stretch into the back of the leg. Shoulders still roll back, so we're not hunched over. Try and open up and curl the chest forward. Good, and then you can just bend forward and release. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So you can just stay where you are. I'll turn myself around. Hands to hips, right foot into the middle of the chair, bend forward so the right knee stacks over the right ankle. Left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand behind your back. Start twisting yourself over your right shoulder. Move your neck so that it moves a little bit deeper. Keep bending that front knee forward, and then take your eye gaze as far right as you can. Keep breathing. And then unravel, come back to the center. Palms touch, shoulders roll back, thumbs to the sternum. We're going to twist over to your right. Hook the left elbow over the right knee, palms touch, bend forward slightly, and then push your hands into each other as you twist your gaze over your right shoulder. Good. Inhale, come all the way back to the center, hands onto the top or the base of the chair. Slide that heel forward, right toes flare back towards your face, hands can come down, and then tummy to thighs, and curl those shoulders back, look forward, almost like you're trying to touch the chest to the front of the chair. Wrap the right hip back slightly, left hip forward. And rock forward and come off. Good. Downward dog on your chair. You can just take your hands into the middle of the chair, and then you're going to walk your feet back, open them a little wider than the mat, and then you're going to push down. So keep the arms straight, spread the fingers wide, push the heart through the shoulders, and then lift your bottom. So you're kind of lifting your hamstrings all on your own. Take a deep breath in. Sigh the breath out. Good, and then walk forward. So if you want to stay on your chair, that's absolutely fine. We're going to take hands onto the chair, spread the fingers then, feet underneath the hips and knees. And then you're going to round your spine into your cat pose. So this will be the first variation. On the exhale, as you exhale all the breath out of your body, and then as you inhale, you're going to bend the knees slightly, lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And you're just going to keep going through these two movements. So it will be exhale as you round and push into the spine, tuck the chin in. Inhale, lower the tummy, lift the chest, lift the gaze. So that's option one. Option two will be to come down onto your mat. So you'll have your knees stacked underneath your hips, hands spread widely, stacked under wrists, elbows, shoulders. And again, you'll push away from the mat as you round your spine on the exhale. And then lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Good, keep going, exhale, round. Lower tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And exhale, round. If you're on your chair, keep going for 2 more rounds. If you're on the mat and you'd like to take your final downward dog, keep the hands where they are, keep spreading them nice and wide. You're going to tuck your toes and then roll yourself up with bent knees. So I want you to push your tummy towards your thighs and then push your torso back towards the thighs as well. And then roll the shoulders back, lengthen through your neck. We're not looking down. We're not looking up. So keep your head and your ears in line in between your arms. And then slowly start to push those heels down. Even if they don't touch the ground, tuck the belly button in and push the torso back towards the thighs. Take a full breath in. Sigh the breath out. And again, full breath in. Sigh the breath out. Good. And then bend the knees, come all the way back down, and then you'll just do one more cat pose round. And then lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Good. And then you can just come onto your bottom. So option 1 is to sit on your chair just as we started. Option 2 will be to come onto your back, and if you've got a cushion and you need it for your neck, you're welcome to place it under your neck. It's quite nice to often place a cushion underneath your knees as well. So you'll come all the way down, find a nice position where you feel really comfortable on your back, tucking the chin slightly in as well. Same alignment we did when we were standing. Arms come down by the sides, a little bit away from the body, palms face up. Let the feet fall to the sides, and then draw those shoulders away from the ears. Keep the neck long, and then close your eyes. If you're on the chair, you'll be sitting a little bit further back into the chair now, not hunched, but relaxed, so you are supported. And then just take a few deep, full breaths, maybe a couple of sighs, just to fully relax and release. And this is where I'd like to leave you for your practice today, so that you can set yourself up relaxation in your own space, and try and give yourself a good 10 minutes of full relaxation. We very rarely get to do that during the day, and after a yoga practice, this is so important, just to let your body kind of process all of the stretches, all of the movements, and to just keep the body at that really calm state. All right, so enjoy your relaxation. Thank you for practicing with me today. If you have any questions, you're welcome to message me anytime, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.